And I wish some of y'all would mess with my wife, Jordan. Talking about what you gonna do if you see her. Well, you will see me on the news. Let me just tell you that right now. Talking about what you gonna do if you see her. You better walk by and say, praise the Lord. That's what you better do. Because that's my wife. And she grown. She didn't need nobody to sign no paperwork for her. Now, if this was out in the streets, y'all be saying she made a come up. But you a hypocrite. So don't you forget the Bible says marriage is honorable. And the Bible said when you find a wife, you find favor with God, honey. I found some favor with God. And we sleeping good at night. Ain't nobody up all night worrying about all these crooks.
So the bishop knew the teen before they were in a relationship. He described offering special guidance to her while she was an underage student at the church's school that the bishop was the dean of.
According to reports, the 19-year-old is Reed's his third wife, and despite the 40-year-old age gap between them, their relationship is completely legal. The legal age of consent in Iowa is 16 years old. Christ Apostolic Temple Reed's Church has filed a lawsuit calling for a criminal investigation of Reed by police claiming the 19-year-old was a victim of clergy abuse. Even though their relationship is legal, many consider the relationship inappropriate, calling it predatory behavior.
So today we want to know your thoughts, and even though the legal age of consent in that particular state is 16, was the pastor wrong for marrying her or not? I'm just tongue twisted today. What do y'all thought, Brats? What do you thought?
I just think this is weird because he's been courting her or developing her. If he was the dean of her or whatever when she was underage, like this is not good to me. It don't look good. It don't feel good. She was too young, and now he's married her. Now that she's of age, but my goodness, how long has he been grooming her to be his wife?
That's what I.
That's the disgusting part.
So scary. Maria, I saw that you was taken back. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't think it's appropriate at all. I agree with Brad that something must have been going on when she was underage. I mean, even though in Iowa 16 is a legal age. But yeah, and then for him to say we sleep good at night, what do you mean by that?
Like, stop.
That's not appropriate. Like, it's too much.
I'm gonna assume her father is not in the picture because this sounds creepy. This sounds creepy
because
to me.
I would be dead or in jail.
Yeah,
and we'd be gone from that church.
And what kind of friend group does he have that he's not
pastor,
ostracized?
So he's got authority, so he don't
like. I would be creeped out by any one of my friends coming around me with a 19-year-old girlfriend. Like, you couldn't hang around me.
But I think we're missing the point, though. She is an adult. She's an adult, and some younger women like older men. So she might just like him as being an older man and stuff like that because she probably dated younger men and they weren't worth a quarter. So just get with an older man, somebody that, giving her everything she missed at home. And, live her life.
Absolutely disgusting. I don't know. It's just the optic, just something is not right about that.
She's barely an adult.
It's just, said what, Maria?
She was a student.
She's barely an adult.
Yeah, she was a student in a church school, and he was the dean.
I'm still
So
tripping
he's
on
had his eye on her for years.
Right, he been grooming her.
And he knows what's going on in her life. He's probably been counseling her.
He knows
she
her
knows
weaknesses.
she doesn't have a father probably
Right.
in the picture. Like, I don't like this. I don't like
And then the other layer of it is that he, as the bishop of the church, it's almost like he's normalizing this behavior, making it acceptable.
It's not good. Where's her mother?
And the other thing is, when you got those ministries that don't have a deacon board, and a trustee board, and there's no accountability when the pastor runs everything. That's why you got a lot of people that are ran from a deacon board and a trustee board, because it's just like the mayor running the city without a city council. It's like the president running the country without a Congress. There's no check and balance or whatever, because had he had a deacon board and a trustee board, it probably would have been a problem. But let's go back to the, it said that they're investigating, let me see, the church. So the church has filed a lawsuit calling for a criminal investigation of Reed by the police, claiming the 19-year-old was a victim of clergy abuse. So even though their relationship is legal, many consider the relationship inappropriate, calling it predatory behavior. And that would have been good to have an attorney jump on this morning to just give us just a legal aspect of it, especially if they live in that particular state and know that particular state's laws. Let's go to the phones. 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. I want to know your thoughts. Good morning.
First of all praises to the Father Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakadash. Shabbat Shalom to all the brothers and sisters in recognition to observing this day for worshiping the Most High. Sundown this evening to sundown tomorrow evening. My people, let's get some rest, worship, and praises into the Most High, because He is definitely worthy of such. And plus, because it is a commandment throughout all of our dwellings. This is something that we are to do throughout all our existence. You understand? Well, now, this is going to be a Bible lesson addressing, the backbiters that are at this pastor right here about marrying this 19-year-old woman right here, okay? Now, it's one thing to throw a rock and hide your hands, but when you throw rocks and you living in a glass house, we got a problem, okay? And that's basically what all it boils down to. You got these naysayers out here. First of all, we got two cross-dressers. You understand what I mean? Ricky Smiley and the brat up here. And I don't know what this lady right here is into, but she's running her mouth just the same. So we can declare her as a backbiter. Up in a roar about this pastor marrying this young lady right here. Now, I think it's in Milwaukee where this happened, I'm not for sure. But they have a law that when a young lady turns 16, she is free to marry, a man. And I guess there's no age limit on how old the man is supposed to be or whatever. So this is a woman right here. And the scriptures speak of relationships like this between a man, as you see here, and a woman, regardless of the age. The Most High does approve, and you are going to see this. But what He does not approve of is backbiting cross-dressers. You understand? Ricky Smiley, come on, man. Come on now. Come on now. You know better than this. You understand? Who is this ant? Whoever it is he be playing. You play that a bit too well. Most I ain't down with that. The brat, hey. Let's just visit some pictures. For one thing, let's just check out a couple pictures and we'll go from there. Let's see. Let's get over here. All right. Hang on a second. I hate when this thing acts like this. For example, okay, Exhibit A and B, right? Here on the left we have Ricky Smiley, you understand, playing his little character or whatever. But Ricky Smiley has always been suspect, when it comes down to is he, playing both sides of the field, batting for the other team, if you understand what I'm saying. The other team of the same sex, okay? Here on the right, you see what it is. The brat is a cross-dresser. Do you not see young men out here running the streets dressed just like this? And what makes it even worse, she's sitting up here with a woman on her side, on her right hand, okay? And they looking at each other like, in the way a man will look at a woman and a woman will look at a man. Is this not twisted? Of course it is. And in case you guys are wondering, that stomach she got ain't no beer gut. She's carrying a baby, and she's pretending to be pregnant by this woman right here, okay? And they have the nerve and the audacity to sit up here and talk about this pastor because he married a 19-year-old woman. And here they talking about, well, he must have been grooming her. Okay, well, you know, if she was 16 and whatever, I don't care. She had the right to marry him, and he had the right to marry her, okay? And that's just what it is. Now, enough of these two cross-dressers right here. Let's get into the scriptures. And first we're going to start with, you know, on these two cross-dressers right here, okay? Over here in Romans chapter 1, verse 30, and it reads, backbiters, haters of Yahweh, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents. For starters, okay? Now it reads here in Romans chapter 1, verse 27, and likewise, also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lust toward another. Men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat. Okay? And even as they did not like to retain Yahweh in their knowledge, Yahweh gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness. Fornication. Now, people seem to think fornication is, okay, while you out here running the streets, laying with people, and you are not married. Well, fornication also deals into, you know, man with man, woman with woman, woman laying with animal, man laying with animal. That also is fornication. You understand? Now to continue, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate. Did we not just see debate? Okay? Deceit, malignity, whispers. Okay? Verse 30 is what we came here for. Backbiters, haters of Yahweh, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents. Okay? Did we not just see what we see? The backbiting. You understand what I'm saying? We see the debate. They were sitting up here debating. You understand? About what that man was doing. Him and that man and that woman's business. Marriage. They had no business doing that. Okay? Now to continue in verse 31, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of Yahweh, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. So in other words, these people probably are going to get the death of the spirit, the death of the soul, if they don't repent, which is known as the second death at the day of the great white throne judgment. You understand? If they were to perish in their sins. Why they sitting up here hating on this man right here, see? And they are committing all of these things right here. Wickedness, all that. Murder, talking about this man and his wife, all of that. Let's continue. Let's go over here in Deuteronomy 22:5. Now, here it is. Ricky Smiley and the brat. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God. Okay? Why you sitting up here worried about that man and his wife? The Most High approves of that union right there while you talking. And as we go through the scriptures, you're going to see that. Whether you agree with it or not, makes no difference. Okay? The Most High does agree with that. I mean, this is no kind of molestation or nothing like that. Okay? Let's go over here in Matthew. Chapter 7, verse 6. And we're going to read this down to about maybe, let me see. 6. Okay. Now, this is still dealing with that whole little radio cast, that whole staff on there, except the one guy a little bit, tainted. He did say, well, maybe, the woman, she has a right to marry a man. Some women just like older men. Okay. This is dealing with the rest of them when they were talking all that stuff, and also the callers. Okay. Now, we got Matthew chapter 7, verse 1. Judge not that ye be not judged. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. And with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? Ricky Smiley and the brat and that chick over there on the left, she was running her mouth to a baseball cap. Verse 4. Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a mote is in thine own eye? Question. In other words, how you gonna talk about them and your life all messed up? These two cross-dressers and batting for the other side, the same sex, that kind of stuff. Twisted. Okay, you talking. Verse 5. Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote of thy brother's eye. Verse 6. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye pearls before swine, lest ye trample them under their feet, and turn again and rend you. In other words, don't even deal with these people. Don't even tell them, you understand, these reprobates. You understand, the Most High's word, because you casting your pearls before swine. The Most High's word is pearls. They are not going to receive them, but nevertheless, here's what it is right here. These people are hypocrites. You got a nerve to be talking. Look what you're doing. Look how you living. Twisted. Okay? Twisted. Cross-dressers. Batting for the members of the same sex. Male on male, female on female. Talking about, let people live their life. Okay, all right. Well, you down with that then. You going along with it. We just read that over in Deuteronomy. Okay? No, it was Romans. Anyway, let's go over here in Proverbs 18:22. Now, here it is. We finna get into the Most High actually approving of this man and this woman's union. Okay? Whosoever findeth a wife findeth a good thing, and obtaineth favor of the Lord. Okay? It's just that cut and dry. It's just that cut and dry. See? Now, over here in Matthew 19:6, and it reads, Wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore Yahweh have joined together, let not man put asunder. Okay? So obviously the Most High was behind this man and this woman's union, as marriage. Okay? See? Now, it says here, Matthew 19, verse 3. The Pharisees also came unto him, tempting him, and saying unto him, Is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause? Question. And he answered and said unto them, Have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female, and said, For this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. Wherefore, they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore Yahweh have joined together, let not man put asunder. What we just wrote. That's talking basically about divorce. But the thing is this. The Most High is down with this man and this woman being together. They are one flesh. And you don't speak against that. You understand? You don't speak against that. You ain't got no right to speak against that. This woman right here was made for the man in this particular situation. Okay? You don't have to agree, but if you sit up here and go against this in your own mind, you are going against the Most High's word. That's what it is. Okay? Now, we finna get a little deep with it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, this is the Most High's word speaking. I'll make no apologies for it. Okay? Now, in Ezekiel 16 verse 7, this is the Most High actually referencing or speaking to Israel, who he calls the woman. Okay? This is what he has to say in verse 7. I have caused thee to multiply as the bud of the field, and thou hast increased and waxen great. And thou art come to excellent ornaments. Thy breasts are fashioned, and thine hair is grown, whereas thou wast naked and bare. Verse 8, now when I pass by thee and look upon thee, behold, thy time was the time of love, and I spread my skirt over thee and covered thy nakedness. Yea, I swear unto thee, yea, I swear unto thee, and enter into a covenant with thee, saith the Lord Yahweh, and thou becamest mine. This is the marriage. This is the Most High speaking of the marriage and being the husband of Israel. Do you see how this is written? About the breast becoming fashioned and she was naked and all that old kind of stuff. This is Most High marrying Israel. Okay? Being the husband of Israel. Okay? That's just what it is. Now, let's take it over here and this basically gonna bring it home. 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 36, and it reads, but if any man think that he behaveth himself uncomely toward his virgin, if she pass the flower of her age and need so require, let him do what he will, he sinneth not. Let them marry. Meaning, if a young lady has passed her flower, and we all know what that, well, some of you may not know, but I'm sure the women does. Some young women pass their flower at the age of 12 or 13. Okay? But nevertheless, in that flower is a woman's, she becomes a woman, her menstrual cycle, basically. When that happens, you understand, now this is the way it was done, and the Most High's word says to be done. She's free for a man to have. Not that I would want myself, a young girl, 12, 13 years old. I don't care if she did have that. That's just the way I feel about it. She would have to be a lot older than that. You understand? She would have to be within the age 19. She is a woman. Okay? And that's just what it is, like it or not. See, this is what I'm talking about with these backbiters. That's what it is. Now it says here, but he that is married careth for the things that are of the world. Okay? How he may please his wife. There is the difference also between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried woman careth for the things of the Lord, that she may be holy, both in body and in spirit. But she that is married careth for the things of the world, how she may please her husband. And this I speak for your own profit, not that I may cast a snare upon you, but for that which is comely, and that ye may attend upon the Lord without distractions. Okay? And it says again, we're going to read it. But if any man think that he behaveth himself uncomely, means strange, it's not right to fool with, somebody that young, whatever, toward his virgin, if she pass the flower of her age, and need so require, let him do what he will, he sinneth not. That's just what it is. Let them marry. So this is what I'm saying. When I said about these two people can marry. They can marry, see? So we got these cross-dressers. The ones batting for the same side, same sex and all this. Y'all need to hush your mouth and stop talking, because you don't know, you're out of line. And see, when you're out of line, the Most High get at you. You understand? The Most High will get at you. He will correct you. That's just what it is. That's all I got on this particular lesson, people. I hope I said something to stimulate your spiritual growth. And I hope you guys found this lesson edifying. All praise to the Father Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakdash. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.